What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing a tips and tricks video on the summer 2025 campaign on Trackmania. This is a video for people who are struggling with the ATs. Let's hop right into it. First we have track 1. So with this track, you want to avoid this penalty grass, avoid the drift around this bend, jump from right to left on this transition, over this penalty grass, take a little bit higher on this bit, keep the 4th gear, take a wider turn on the dirt, also keeping the gear straight into the finish. Now we're on track 2. So you want to no slide this first turn, keep a no slide going around, drift a little bit to get the gear up, take a wider turn initially, then no slide down. Want to avoid as much sand as you possibly can, couple of wiggles, take the downhill straight into the finish. For track 3, you want to no slide this first turn, a little bit of a drift at the end, just to get enough speed for this downhill. I got a little bit of airtime, you can get that a lot smoother. Take a bit of a wide-ish line, not too wide, and bring it tight in. You want to get that gear there, because if you don't, or you get it poorly, you'll get a massive slowdown. And then straight into the finish. Now we got track 4. Gonna no slide up this hill. Take this turn. You can get a little bit earlier down than I did, then early left. Get on the other plastic as soon as you can. Snap into a no slide. Take that excess speed that we get from the no slide down. Hop straight down on this plastic, and then straight into the finish. Now for track 5. Go down this little hill, take the inside line. You can release really early before going up this wall to get an early drop down. Full speed around this bend. And then on that dirt, you want to make sure you get the gear before you start turning. Otherwise you're going to lose a lot of speed. And then just hold right going through this wall ride. Straight into the finish. Now for track 6, this is the first sort of tech map. So this is all full speed, this first turn, well, first couple of turns. Take a drift in, try and get a low angle. Another drift up the hill, try and maintain as much speed as you can. This next bit is full speed, sort of more speed tech. Take it round this bend with a drift. Drift early around this so you don't struggle or fly off the track, then follow that drift right the way around. Track 7 is a mixed dirt grass map. So you want to no slide this first turn, take this really smoothly, get the gear, make sure you straighten out for that gear. Just hop over this, take a wider line to maintain some more speed, couple of wiggles there, water bounce. So I go from wide in to wide again and same coming out, maintaining more speed, take a drop down, go left to the right, inside to the outside. Smooth transition up the hill into the finish. Now for 08, a bit of air time can actually improve the speed there, and avoiding some of the penalty grass. Jump over this into the sand. Try and maintain the gear downhill from right to left on the bobsleigh, just to get a more smoother lining. Down onto the dirt. You can keep more speed there, just depends on how you land. Hold the gear, keep it down, slide to the finish. There is another line which I can show on this first jump. So if I watch Blur, he jumps to the left of this green pillar. Go back. Yeah, he jumps from the left to the left of this pillar, maintaining more speed. And then he does the same. He does some ice wiggles, but you don't need that for the auto medal. He'll probably maintain a lot more speed on this bit. Yeah, he got like a wobbly bounce, which goes over some of the penalty. Now for map 09. I am 46 on this track, but I'm using a trick that was found, so we will be avoiding that trick. But on this track, You need to keep as inside as you can on all the wood sections. So right there you see me go inside, back up, inside again. Still staying inside, down this hill, on the inside line, up. Now there you see I clipped this lamp, which lifts my wheels off the grass, which I get less penalty then. You don't need to do this. This is just for the world record strat. As you can see, I'm 0.2 behind, 0.25. So just go over it as normal. Back up, inside line. Keep full inside all the way, straight into the finish. Now we have track 10. This is the first full speed map. So we'll see where you need to speed slide. So first turns is normal. I don't speed slide this. I'm not sure if world record does. But this turn, you can get a nice big speed slide going through into this dirt overwall. Back down into another speed slide around this. Take the wall ride. And then speed slide on the grass to the finish. I will check, just in case, to see if he speed slides that first turn. Yeah, he does. Only a little bit though, not much. There, full speed slide all the way through. Now on to track 11. We want to go through this dirt, this drop down, get down a bit early, take a bit of a wider line to maintain speed and maintain your gear. Tight drift inside. And you can release this turn just to get an outside line, which will give you more speed coming out the turn. Take a little bit high in the plastic to get a nice transition down. You can't avoid all the sand, so I do recommend just clipping over this first section and straight into the finish. Track 12. I'm going to take this down full speed. On this uphill turn you can either drift or release. It's up to you. Both can be used for the author medal. I take a wider approach just so I can get a nice line inside. Take this reactor down early. I took it a bit too wide in this attempt. With this one you want to drift and get a full inside line down into this loop and then into the finish. Track 13. You want to go to the left there, take this downhill, full right. Try and get as tight as you can on these turns. Snap into a straight line. Go through the sand, down early, down again, full right, up on this left, no slide this full section. Take a bit of airtime there just to increase your speed and then straight into the finish. I will check world record just in case there's any tricks. There's an extra bit of airtime you can take for more speed. He brakes around this turn, snap back into straight, normal airtime, take this water, up, yeah, it's full no slide, full no slide, bit more airtime there. Oh, there's a new world record strat that I didn't know about. Nice. Track 14, which I have on it just a little bit, is a water wet wheels map. So in the sausage blocks, take as much inside as you can. So if you go wide on these turns, you'll slide out. Take full inside on the sausage. I do a couple of release taps here, just so I don't go over the edge and slide out. Make sure not to slide in the water. And then here you want a full right. I release, you can brake if you want. Get a full inside line straight into the finish. Track 15 is a NASCAR multi-lap. 5 laps. You don't want to know what NASCAR is, it means there's no drifting. It's all just releasing the accelerator putting it back on. You don't need to be perfect for this, it's quite easy. As long as you get enough speed around each bend, it's straightforward. I'll 2 times this. Just to show, I'll just release and accelerating right the way around. That drift is an accidental drift because that turn is awkward. I will be improving this time because, as you can see by the world record, they're 8 seconds ahead of me. So I will be playing this some more. That is it. Just release and accelerate. You'll get used to it in time. I'm not a NASCAR player. It's difficult for me, but the AT is free. Track 16. With this, you want to try and avoid that little bit of airtime. Snap into full speed. Down left. Take a bit of a wide turn so you can stay low. Maintain as much speed as you can. Get a smooth transition down. I do drop the gear, but I do believe you can keep it. High up on this wall ride. Into another high-ish wall ride. Maintaining a lot of speed through this drift. Smooth transition down. Avoiding as much penalty as you can. Maintain the gear down this grass, take the transition, and then straight into the finish. Now for track 17, this is a gear 3 dirt track, so you want to try and keep gear 3 throughout the whole track. If you drop the gear at any point, you'll be really slow. So it's all about just taking the wider turns. And this drop down, you want to not be too fast because then you won't get the downhill smooth. Take a bit of a wide turn up this hill. I take a really wide turn here. I know people go really tight, but it's not comfortable for me to do that. Wide turns throughout the whole track. Maintain your gear and you'll have no problem getting the AT. Now for track 18, this is another wood track. Smooth transition down. Early down this hill to get a load of speed. Flick into this grass turn. You can get the gear before you enter this wood, but you don't really keep it coming out anywhere. Speed slide this little dirt. Inside as much as you can. Take the higher side of this wood. Down, get this gear if you can. You get the gear 5 there, you get a load of speed through this turn. Snap into this grass. Drift into this. Jump over that sand. Pull inside and snap into the ice. You don't want to ice slide the end, it is slower. Try and straighten out on the ice as quick as possible. And that's how you get the AT. Now for track 19, this is an engine off map. This track's all about maintaining speed. It's going to be avoiding all penalties as much as you can. On this checkpoint, you want to release more. Do not take the momentum so you can get this downhill pretty smooth. Follow this round. Jump down this hill. With a lot of speed, this turn is difficult, so be aware of that. Avoiding as much penalty as I can. Smooth line. Take it round. Straight into the finish. I am going to check this world record, see if there's any other tricks that might be available for you. Oh, interesting. He can take that with full speed because he took more penalty and then drove down the hill, which would equate to an insane amount of speed. He's so fast. Pull inside, jumps over that, maintaining even more speed. So fast. Bit of air time there, which keeps even more speed. Inside jump to the finish. Nice. Now for track 20, there's 5 different ways to go. On the day I got this record, 5, I believe, was the best route. It has now changed. There has been cuts. So first we're going to check the world record on this one, just to see what new strategies people have come up with. So they take the second route. I'm not too familiar with this route. So you hop down into this transition, drift around this bend, jump up to this one. I do remember this. I believe the cut on this is coming up. I think it's now. Yeah, hop down into this checkpoint, bounce, straight into the finish. Wow. For mine, I take the 5th one. This is a very poor attempt and I still got AT. They made the AT on this really easy. So as long as there's clean driving on this, you'll have no problem getting it at all. Take this little transition. See there, I lost a bit of speed on that drift. Down this hill. Full speed up to there. Do this jump. Take this downhill, drift up early. It is tighter than you think. Jump up to this transition. Smooth entry. I did crash. The crash shows how easy this orthomedal is, even at a bad end, and I'm still ahead of the orthomedal by 1.3 seconds. So if you're struggling with this, don't worry. Even a couple of crashes, you can still get this AT. It's probably one of the easiest 20s we've ever had. Just don't give up on it. Now finally we're in a track 21, which is the first of the black tracks. This is speed tech. This took me an hour and a half to get. It's all about drifting and maintaining speed through every single turn. Want to full speed this, take the loop. Early drift here to get a load of speed coming out up onto this transition. Bit of airtime there is not bad as long as you can get a nice entry for your drift. Take as much speed as you can through this turn. This transition you need to try and get as smooth as possible. Jump straight over, down, full speed this turn, jump into a drift. I drifted too much, but it's still enough to get the EAT. Here, drift as you're going through the checkpoint, maintaining some speed, straight out and into the finish. Now on to track 22. This is the full speed track. This track took me 2.5 hours to get. 21 and 22 are definitely, for me, the hardest tracks in the game. This one you want to speed slide this full turn, take this loop in, speed slide again down, take this wall ride, down, speed slide this. This transition is tricky, so you need to get used to how you need to take it. I do a quick left tap before the end. And smooth steer up into a speed slide, take this full line, speed slide down, speed slide right into this wall ride. I messed it up a little bit. Small little speed slide there. And then straight into the finish. Track 23, which is the plastic map. Try not to drop that gear. Through this loop. Bit of a wide drift, maintain some speed through this penalty. Take the drop down. Full speed this turn. Try and get a smooth landing into this plastic. Early left. Try and get a smooth transition. Take this wall ride. Take this wall ride. Down into the middle section. Give you a better approach for this turn. As you can see, I'm sort of trying to speed slide everywhere as well. I know I do mess up this end, it's quite funny. The faster strat, I believe, is going the opposite side. Yeah, I bounce off there, hit the tree and go in. The world record is 4 seconds faster. I haven't played this track since the day. So let's have a look at Lingo. See if there's any extra tricks that I can provide. Nice, keep the gear. Maintains a lot of speed through this loop. Drifts it up, maintain a lot of speed. Yeah, take a bit of airtime there. That'll help a lot. Smooth transition downhill. Wider approach, take more speed. Inside, keeps the gear. Take some wall rides. Yep. Middle section, better approach for this turn. Speed sliding everywhere, wiggling. Switches sides. Yeah, maintain your speed through that. As you can see, my attempt was not anywhere near that level, and I was 0.5 ahead. So it's just kind of this is a free AT in the black section. So we'll jump into 24, and then the final track is another free AT as well. We'll see what that is as well. Now for track 24. This is the only ice track in the whole campaign, which it has these booster transitions. So you're on them transitions, you want to straighten out as quickly as you can to get a lot of speed off the boosters. There are also reactor ones, which is the same thing. Straighten out as quickly as possible, gain a lot more speed. Wider setup for this drift. Another ice slide. A bit of a wider line to get onto the booster. Straighten out as quickly as possible. Tight line through this penalty grass. Ice slide round into another reactor. And then for the final ice slide, up high onto the boosters. Straighten as quick as possible into the finish. Now for the final track, track 25. It's a 5-minute AT. It is really easy. Even with respawns, I think the first time I got the AT, I had like a 4-minute 40 with, I believe, 8 respawns. So if you respawn and don't worry about it too much, just use it to learn the sections. You'll find no problem with getting this author medal. So with the pipes, just release. You don't need to full speed them. Just release all the pipes. Smooth transitions into the plastic wall rides. With this one, which is probably the trickiest one, keep low and then get high into it. Yeah, I had a bad transition there, I remember. So there, I just full release, take a little bit of speed. Do not need to full speed any of them at all. Drift this turn. Another little mistake. Again, just releasing through it. On these moving blocks, just try and just be a little bit of the opposite side. You're always getting thrown off. It probably means you're either in the middle or you're too far to the side where it's pushing. But just take your time with it. It isn't easy off the middle. Low jump. Small little drift. Again, releasing. Especially on those tight turns, release a lot. Smooth entry into the plastics. There was another mistake. Could have broke there and got a... see, there's a respawn. I'm 52 seconds ahead of the author medal, and that is one respawn. That is another mistake. I see, I almost got through off there because I was too far in the middle. Should have been a little bit to the left. Here there is a small little trick you can do, which is a bug slide. Which is a massive mistake that I made there. I should have released more, got a bit earlier onto that bug slide. I've made a lot of mistakes in this track. So you do not need to worry about one-shotting it or anything like that. Like the AT is as free as it can be. Last few transitions of the track. That's another mistake. I think I just forgot where that turn was. Another transition into plastic. Down. Get up early so you can jump early. And then get down early. And then the final straight into the finish. So that's been it for the tips and tricks video to get all the author medals on all the tracks. If there's any questions you have, you can drop them down into the comments. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you.